Hey guys, welcome to Outlaw Edge. So tonight what I'm doing is I'm kind of doing a 1-year review on these Husky toolboxes behind me. And what I'll do is I'll drop the camera down so you can see what I'm talking about. These black toolboxes here, these are from Home Depot, and I believe I paid, Heidi and I went in there to Home Depot one night and they had them on sale. I believe it was 198 bucks. And I thought, well, that's too good to be true. So I wanted to try them out, and it's actually been 2 years now. So we've had these in here, and we have these things so loaded full of tools, it's not even funny. And I was thinking 198 bucks. So I kind of price checked and looked around at Harbor Freight and different places like that. Harbor Freight has the exact same toolbox, and it's 439 bucks. And that was, I believe, on sale. You might have to correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I was just looking at different ads and stuff. And this one is regularly like $239 or something like that. And these were on sale for 198 bucks. So shop around when you're buying toolboxes, check them out, look at them, open and close the drawers and stuff. And I'll tell you what I like about this, and I'll tell you what I don't like about these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull my camera off here real quick, off the tripod. Sorry about that. So 198 bucks at Home Depot, and this is the Husky brand. And they're really wide. That's what I like about these, is it's like 2 foot wide, and they're like 4 foot long. Really good size. I call them tamale carts. I don't know what you guys call them, but just roll around carts, tamale carts, whatever. And the reason I like them so deep like this is, you can open the drawer and it's just, you got everything right in front of you. Well, I like to have my ratchets and extensions and all that in my toolbox, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is how I have my tools set up right here. And I really like that setup. And this is where the pros and cons, this is where the cons come in. So in the last 2 years, 3 times I've had to fix these toolboxes. What happens is people come into the shop, they open the drawers, and then the weight of the drawers, when you shut the drawers, they slam them. And back here on the back of the toolbox, inside the toolbox, there's it's like a L bracket. Husky needs to step that up, because what happens is it bends and it bends and it bends every time that drawer closes or gets slammed. Pretty soon the drawer goes all the way inside, and this drawer will be past the detents, it'll be past everything, and it'll be inside the toolbox, and then it falls down inside the toolbox. Then you have to really carefully take everything out of the drawer, unload it completely, pull the drawer out, and you have these clips that you have to pull or whatever, these deals on the hinges or on the rollers, and you have to pull the rollers and the drawer and everything out of there. That sucks. But other than that, I swear these, I've had Snap-on toolboxes, I've had Craftsman, I've had everything. And as far as I know, Craftsman makes Husky, Waterloo, Cal Tools. There's a lot of brands that they make. I'm not sure if they do Harbor Freight, but it wouldn't surprise me if they're all made, like US General is all made in the same factories or whatever. Because I know like Waterloo and Husky and Craftsman and all that, there's a bunch of other brands. And the reason I know that is I've been in Sears before, and I've looked at toolboxes and they say Waterloo on them. And then there's been other places where, like, I've been in Home Depot and I'm looking at a toolbox that's marked with a different brand and it's marked Craftsman. And so I started looking around and checking that out. So I'm sure that this is a Husky, Waterloo, Craftsman. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys want to leave a comment down below and, argue away or prove your point or do whatever you want to do, go ahead. It's been a great toolbox though, and like I said, I've had Craftsman. One of my very first toolboxes is right here, this blue one. And this was a top and bottom Craftsman, and I cut it and made it like into a tamale cart, just so it was set up like a machinist box. And I really like how that box is set up. But that's just an old beat up Craftsman like this one right here. And this was from Paco right here. I bought this from Paco a while back. Actually, I think I still owe you money for that. I tried to pay you, bitch, and you wouldn't take my money. So remind me and I'll pay you for that. That's kind of messed up. But anyways, We're gonna go Sunday, not to change the subject, but Sunday we're going up to Paco's and we're gonna try to do some filming and stuff. When we're at Paco's shop, we'll try to do some filming and hang out with him and work on his car and whatever, and that should be a blast. But these toolboxes, I really like how, like, you can see how weighted down these drawers are. I have them just smashed full of wrenches, and that's a lot of weight. I mean, you can push on these drawers and they're flexy, but they're, you know, they're full of tools, and I like how they close. They close really nice. And here's a metric drawer with the wrenches. And like I said, when you go to close them, you know, they go all the way closed and they stop. And then I have my plier drawer completely full also. Same thing. You close them and you know, they close nice. But you see how that one just slammed because of the weight? Well, that's what happens on these top drawers. You close them and they slam, and then it ends up breaking those deals in the back, those stops. And then that's what happens is the drawers fall down inside the toolbox. So Husky, if you're listening, Waterloo, Craftsman, whatever brand these are, Husky tools, if you're listening, please correct that, because you guys have some phenomenal toolboxes. I love your toolboxes, but you have to get that fixed because it's a pain in the ass, and that kind of gives you a thumbs down on the, you know, like if I was gonna give it a 5-star deal, you know, if there's a 5-star or whatever rating, I'd give these a 4 because of that top drawer. But other than that, these are 5-star toolboxes all day long. And I know some Snap-on ass snob is gonna get on here and be like, oh, you know, it's not a Snap-on, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I paid $198 for it. I didn't pay $5,000 freaking dollars for the bastard. You know what I mean? It's one of my toolboxes in California was a Snap-on. I paid $5,000 for it. That is freaking retarded. And I ended up doing payments on it and all this stuff. And pretty soon I was like, what the hell am I doing? I traded that thing in. I got like 5 Craftsman toolboxes full of tools and everything else. And I think I paid like $2 grand for everything. So you can keep the Snap-on crap. And that's what's messed up is we have a Snap-on sign on the front of our shop, and we're Snap-on, you know, we're not dealers, but you know, we really promote Snap-on tools and everything else like that. But sometimes there's, you know, that's just my personal opinion. Sometimes there's just tools or toolboxes that, you know, you're working to pay for your tool addiction. And I have a lot of toolboxes. I like to have everything organized in my shop, and you can see this whole wall is nothing but toolboxes. You know, it goes from there all the way down to here. And I have a bunch more toolboxes, but I like to keep everything super organized and clean and nice in my shop. And you know, these big roll around toolboxes, one of the things I like about them is you have this big space on top with this butcher block, and you could throw your stuff on there all day long, your sunglasses, your wallet, your cell phone, your drinks, you know, whatever, your food when you're eating in the shop, you know, you're always snacking or having gum or something like that. And I like that. And you could also use these butcher blocks to work on top of. A lot of guys like to bolt the vise on the corner of these and work off of them. And these butcher blocks, you know, they keep your toolbox from getting tore up. When they get tore up, you take the butcher block, you flip it over, and you got a brand new butcher block underneath. And then until you get that beat up, and then, you know, you can order a new butcher block, or you can sand it down, restain it, and use it again, or shellac it, whatever the hell you call it. But these have been great toolboxes. And like I said, it's been a couple years that we've had these in the shop, and I'm really tickled with them. There's not much more that I want to say on that. You know, it's not a rant or nothing to this deal, but Husky toolboxes, if you guys are gonna get some budget toolboxes for your shop and go buy a nice toolbox that rolls around super nice, because that's the other thing is that I wanted to mention is they don't cheap out. You know, a lot of toolboxes, you'll get a badass toolbox and you'll have some wussy ass casters that are the size of the center of these casters. Well, these ones are like 4-inch casters, 5-inch casters, and they have brakes on them. And then, you know, they have the ones that turn and whatever. But I mean, awesome. They roll around the shop so nice. And you know, this is a bumpy shop floor and stuff, and it just rolls like butter. Well, about all I got to say on that. You know, as far as the tool storage, look at all the storage you have in here. And I mean, you could fill these drawers up, and then you have these big ass drawers right here. And I have paperwork and impact guns and body dolly hammers and pry bars and everything loaded in there. And it makes it nice. I know where everything is. But these are great toolboxes. If you're going to check them out, go to Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever it is and find yourself some Husky toolboxes and you know, price check. Don't just go in there and buy the first toolbox that you see, because I've seen this same toolbox anywhere from $439 or whatever it was at Harbor Freight, and I've seen the same exact toolbox go for $1,200. And I think that's just ridiculous, you know? So like I said, go shop around. If you're gonna outfit your shop and you're starting young and you're trying to get your shop all set up and whatever, shop around and find a good price on something before you buy it. Walk in the store and open the drawers and, you know, sit on the drawers and push on the drawers and whatever. And you know, they're not gonna mind either, because there's been times, you know, Heidi's watched me do it, where I've been in the shops like Home Depot and Lowe's and whatever, and I've actually taken drawers out of toolboxes and looked at the hinges or the rollers or the stops or whatever. That's one thing I didn't get to do on these, because they were already packed up. It was freezing ass cold when we bought these. It was like 30 below zero. We threw them in the back of the truck and hauled ass home. But I'm glad we bought them. You know, 198 bucks, can't beat that, and can't really go wrong. But anyways, I'm not gonna keep rambling on tonight. If you guys could please go check out our other channel, that's NZ Mopar, Glenn Ridd in New Zealand. That's the Noisy Plick. Go check him out. NZ Mopar. Later. Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my video tonight. I appreciate all the support. Please go check out our website. That's Minnesota Outlaw Customs. It's mnoutlaw.customs.com. Go check out our website. We've got hats, shirts, beanies, all kinds of good stuff on there for sale. If you guys want to order some, get a hold of us on the website and we'll go from there. August 15th is our Big Falls, Minnesota car show. And that's our third annual car show. I'd appreciate it if you guys support our car show and show up. And that's in Big Falls, Minnesota, August 15th. And once again, I appreciate all the subs to my channel. Please hit the notification bell, hit the dinger, the donger, whatever you want to call it. And we'll go from there. Thanks a lot for all the support, you guys. Later on.